Hey everybody, I'm here in the sanctuary at St. Thomas's with some of the leadership of the church to show you some of the all of the renovations that we've been doing over these last few months when we have not been able to be inside the church. There is blessing in everything, and one of the blessings of this time away from the church has been our ability to get the work done, or certainly not my ability to get it done. A lot of other people have done it, but the ability to get this work done while we weren't using the church, and we've gotten a lot done. And so this video is about telling you and showing you what we have done, a little bit about the process of how it was done, and a lot about saying thank you to all the people that contributed in getting it done. So I want to begin by thanking the leadership that's here, Spike and Roger with the Property Committee, Lane, our junior warden who helped out, and Landon, who has done all kinds of things to help get it ready. They're the people here, and each of them will have somebody to thank and something to say to you about the process of how it was done. I want to thank the Endowment Board for the money that they gave us to get this work done. Because of the coronavirus, we are slowing down on any kind of capital improvements of the church, but this was a project that was begun before we knew what the virus was going to be, and we felt like while the church was empty, it would have been foolish to not continue with the process and complete this work. And as you will see, the church looks fantastic. It looks beautiful, and so we're delighted that we were able to get it done, and we were able to get it done probably more or less expensively, if that's a good phrase, than we could have, because of all the work that so many volunteers did. So I am going to stop talking and turn it over to a few other people, but take a good look. We hope we'll be back in here soon. We don't know when, but when we are, we will have a brighter, lovely sanctuary to come into.
Good afternoon. Welcome, and I hope you'll have an opportunity to look and see. We started a process last fall where we got bids and then got approval, and then January we pulled up the old carpet that used to run here through the aisles and up onto across the choir area, and we found hardwood floors that were still in great shape, and so we went out and bid the process and got a wonderful flooring contractor recommended by a parishioner who came in and was able to completely sand and refinish the sanctuary floors, repair a few problem areas, and also up on the choir area. At the time we were able to do that. At the same time, while all the pews are out, we had the sanctuary itself painted. Again, something that we hadn't considered beforehand, but were able to use funds that we had set aside for other painting jobs that we have held back on in order to spruce up the area and really lighten up the building. And I can't wait to share it all with you folks just as soon as we can. I should say thank you to the hard-working core of men of the church and ladies also, who came out and helped us in removing all 26 pews and moving them out of the way and then putting them back. And a special thanks to Wayne Fuqua for resetting all of the pews back in their same exact position and getting it all right. Without the folks that chipped in and worked hard under proper social distancing and with protection in place, we would not have been able to get this job done. Thank you.
So I remarked to Roger recently that everything was way harder than I imagined, every single step, and I can't emphasize the difficulty of moving these pews. Thank you, Roger. He was the brains behind storing all of them on end up here in the chancel, if you can imagine, and then getting them all back, mostly in one piece. Thanks to Jimmy, When I first had this idea, the first person I asked was Jimmy, because we certainly weren't going to do this and it would affect the sound. And Jimmy was so excited. He said, it'll make it all better. And in fact, he says it has. Many thanks to the Altar Guild, who has scrubbed every single pew, every hymnal, every kneeler, everything in the church. It just looks fantastic. I'm so excited.
Good afternoon. My name is Spike Penelitis. I am the Vestry liaison to the Buildings and Grounds Committee, and I'm the new person on the block, actually. When they were talking about this project, Roger and Landon and the Vestry, I was excited about it and a little bit afraid too, because it was a big project to take on by ourselves with volunteers from our church community, along with all the workmen. And once I saw the floors, it was just amazing what the workmen did with them. And once you get the opportunity to be here and see it, hopefully you'll have the same opinion that I had. Whenever a call went out, Roger was the catalyst as far as, well, we have to pull the rugs up, we have to move the pews. And he would just send a call out and people would just show up and work as hard as they were asked to do to get this job done. So it was really a job of the whole church was involved in this, if you want to really think about it, whether it was money or labor or just saying, I had one parishioner walk in, I showed her one day, I opened the door and she was just amazed. She was speechless when she saw what it looked like. Seeing that reaction, and I knew that we had done the proper thing at this proper time. Because it's just, there's so much negative stuff going on around us right now, and to have this be such a positive thing for our parish family, it's just great. Thank you.
On behalf of the vestry, I'm so excited for that moment when we can be back in church together. It is visually stunning, and you will be so excited to be back here. It's absolutely beautiful, and a lot of hard work by a lot of important people went into making this happen, and we thank you. On behalf of the vestry, we thank you. On behalf of the entire parish, we thank you for all your hard work.